welcome to the August 1st edition of NTV Weekly. I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
And I'm Nolan Weiss. Welcome. August is here, and that is a good thing for some people and not so much for some, meaning winter is 3 now months away and counting.
It will come quick.
It will, and I gotta say I'm loving it. Was at the beach this last week on the paddleboard. My son was on the kayak. We're having some bright sunny days, so enjoy them while they're here.
Yes, because we don't know how long they'll last. The winds are picking up though, so
every day they have. Every day the wind.
Undetermined. It's been a windy spring and a windy summer.
Yeah, it's definitely blowing our summer by very quickly.
GetYourNTV.com is the place to go to figure out what's happening in Upper Kittitas County and Lower Kittitas County. There's some kinks, some flaws some people have been reporting, but we are going to straighten those right out.
Daniel's making sure it's updated every single day, or when there's new content, Daniel is making sure that our website is updated.
Right, Daniel?
Right.
Right.
So moving right along, we want to talk about Las Vegas. We had some time in Las Vegas. Jeff and I had this last year, and we saw a little bit of a moth problem. But not too bad of a moth problem.
But it's moth season.
It was moth season.
It still is.
But now, it is moth season still, but now it is grasshopper season in the Las Vegas area.
Yes, grasshoppers have been reported to be flocking by the trillions.
It's an invasion, some call it, and they love ultraviolet light, and that's the #1 place to get it right there is in Las Vegas, and one of the big draws right there is water. They have not had this much water, rainwater, in Las Vegas in years. They are actually doubling their average amount, which is usually 2.38 inches this time of year, and they are already up to 4.63 inches. So beating their average right there.
Doubling it.
Doubling it. So that is pretty amazing and bringing all this extra insect life to Las Vegas.
On the Las Vegas Strip, right across from the Mirage, is this.
No need to wait in line to join the club. Put your change.
I cannot even take this. Oh my God.
An unusually wet year is responsible for the biblical-seeming swarm of pallid-winged grasshoppers, according to entomologists.
Yes, they are in flocks and they can be seen from the weather satellites from space.
Which is pretty amazing. That is a huge
swarm.
That's a dense swarm right there. They're all getting ready for the Raiders. Not playing this year, next year.
Mm-hmm. And this girl's getting ready for the Chargers. A bison takes out a 9-year-old little girl.
Ouch.
Very, very scary. The little girl was in critical condition after this happened, and she seemed to make a full recovery.
Yeah, she got discharged from the clinic there at Yellowstone. And this is very scary though. These people were 5 to 10 feet away from these animals for 20 minutes until that bison decided, all right, I've had enough, charged them, and unfortunately the little girl got the blunt end of it, throwing her in the air, and like Jeff said, flipping her in the air.
She almost landed on her feet.
Could have. That would have been more amazing on video, but unfortunately this is a horrific video watching this, this poor girl from, of course, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
This happens to this poor little girl. But she is making a fast recovery, and Yosemite officials are reminding people that these animals, all animals at Yosemite, you should always have at least a 25 to 30 foot yard barrier in between you, or a distance. And predators, you should definitely have a 100 to 200 foot buffer in between yourself and a wolf or a bear. So. Or just stay in the car.
Yeah, just don't go out.
When I would go to Yellowstone, my wife and I, it was probably about 10 years ago, I had no urge of ever getting out of the car when I saw a huge bison.
You could take a gun just in case, right?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, but like
because you're from Washington State and you're bringing a gun over to other states, not a good thing.
I mean, if you live there.
Well, that's not what we were talking about. We're just talking about visiting.
Or if you're
Yosemite.
going there, you know.
I don't think
just
you can.
always have
I don't think you can have your
concealed weapons permit. You can get across states. I'm pretty sure. Maybe.
Don't you just
Maybe
have a
not.
Washington State concealed weapons permit?
Yeah, I don't know how that works out. To be honest with you.
Yeah, so don't take our opinion on that. I have a
conceal
concealed weapons
Then
permit,
don't
and
conceal
I
it.
wouldn't take it over the border.
Yeah, but like people hunt like out of state. All
But
the
you
time.
have to get
You don't have to
a
get a
hunter license for that state.
No, I don't think so. I think that your hunter license in Washington State can cross over to any other state.
What? Oh yeah. But I thought you meant like your tag. Sorry.
No, and then
yeah,
if
you're right.
you,
Yeah,
I
you're.
mean,
Yeah.
You just keep a gun in case a predator comes at you and just pew pew.
Or just don't feed the animals and just drive away.
Maybe that.
Or that.
Yes, there is that drive-through. What is it? Drive-through zoo. I think it's over on the west coast.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where the bison come up and they like lick your window and you feed them bread.
Yeah.
And then
That's something I want to do. Is it's like a road trek kind of thing, going through a little sanctuary for animals.
I've done it twice.
You have?
Mhm.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, it's very scary.
after the news, you have to tell me more.
Yeah, maybe I will.
More scary.
Maybe. Yeah, it's scary when a bison comes up to your window and starts licking it and you feed it bread to try to get it to go away. And then it doesn't.
Something that's scary is being sued by copyright infringement.
Katie's scary.
Katy Perry scary right here, and that is going on from her Dark Horse song that she wrote in 2013, and she didn't write or compose all of it, some are saying. The group Flame, a Christian rock band, is saying that she took parts of their song and incorporated it into her Dark Horse song. And we saw Dark Horse everywhere. It was at Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure it was nominated for some awards. And now she has been found guilty.
Stole it.
There's 9 jurors that convicted her of copyright infringement for her song, 2013 Dark Horse, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, she did well on that song.
She did, but not anymore because I bet a bunch of those royalties and a lot more are going to be owed to this band called Flame, whose real name is Marcus Gray.
They finally made it.
They finally got it.
Thanks to
job.
Katy Perry stealing their song, they finally made it.
Yeah, no Dark Horse.
Nope.
God is shining this light on him.
Let's move on to some local news. Burn bans are in effect with temperatures not being at all-time highs, but somewhat high. And
a lot of green grass out there.
A lot of rain.
Cleellum and Roslyn are now on the burn ban effect, so please, everywhere. Upper County is all in the burn ban, but you can still have a fire in a designated fire pit when you have somebody on site at one of these campgrounds like Wishbush, San Wasack, and it's controlled by the National Forest Service. So
or you pay for it.
paid camping sites.
Yeah, paid camping
But it
sites.
has to have somebody that's on site.
Mm-hmm.
Can't
Paid.
be well, not all of them are paid on site.
Yep.
Some are just paid.
But it's all about money. It's all about that money.
It's a lot about that money. I'm still surprised, honestly, we have a full restrictive burn ban in some places because there are a lot of, we've had a lot of rain, a lot of, we don't have the fuels like we've had in the past years. But it would be nice if the crews could be out in the woods cleaning up our forests still right now and getting
Just like Mondays, you know?
or just Mondays.
Just like on a Monday, just stroll by a campsite. I mean, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Or shut it down. You can always just shut it down.
Well, that's what they should do when you have an extreme burn ban on. But right now we don't have an extreme burn ban. It's just high. Levels of fire danger are high.
Mm-hmm.
Not extreme.
Yeah.
We're Smokey the Bear, he tells me.
Smokey. Rodeo took place this last weekend at the Washington State Horse Park. It was a great event with a huge turnout, drawing in cowboys and cowgirls from all across the states, not just our little state, but they're flying them in too.
You always get a little bit nervous at the buck and shoot, but he's good. All right, Calvin Seifert, let's watch your first bronc rider tonight. Get ready to let him hear you tonight, friends. Come on, cowboy. Big horse.
Yeah, look at this.
Good cowboy.
All the way, yeah.
You bet.
I like it.
You bet. Here's our pickup.
All right, come on, Caitlin, you're up, pretty girl. Got a long ponytail. Here comes Caitlin on a wild sheep. Wooly bully. Oh! Jumpity jump, come. How about that, right? All right, here we go. Come on, Brody, riding. That's rolling, way to go. Hey, that's a good 67 for that guy. Brody Thomas, Emery Nicholas. Go. Woohoo, there we go, thank you. Lamb chops. Emily, lamb chops. Oh, yeah. Check that out. Woo! 70 points, 7-0 for the girls, 7-0. Good job. Woo! I got a treat for you. Open the gate. Come on, Trey. Here we go. 4-year-old cowboy right here. All right. Here's the winner. Mutton busting on a Saturday night. Cle Elum Roundup Rodeo. Trey. Look what Trey gets right here. He gets a little Randy Munn's Rodeo Clown t-shirt. Show me your shirt there, buddy. All right. Wave to everybody. Wave. Woohoo! Wave to him. Wave. Go. Wave. Yeah. All right. Woohoo! Way to go, cowboy. Awesome. Give me a high five, man. Give me a high five. Yeah. Woohoo!
All right.
Mutton busting right here.
This was awesome. 2019 Cle Elum Roundup. Awesome job, everybody. And the cook, 52-year-old, can't remember his name, but the cook from the Eagles.
But he's 52.
He's 52 years old, and he's from the Eagles, and he cooks down there and does an amazing job. But he rode that bull, not the best, but he rode that bull, and that was awesome. Also, the mutton busting happened, everything. The Cle Elum Roundup, always a great time. You cannot wait for next year.
Nope. We caught up with the Public Works Director of Cle Elum, Mike Englehart, to tell us about a water main that broke on the lower half of Swimming Pool Hill.
On 2nd Street.
On 2nd Street. That's for those of you that didn't know that we had a swimming pool.
Or skate park now.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Englehart, your Public Works Director here in the city of Cle Elum, and last Wednesday we experienced something that in a public works industry you don't ever want to have happen, but unfortunately it's one of those situations that can arise, and we experienced it. We had a 16-inch water main here in the corner of Stafford break, which we lost roughly 205,000 gallons of water in a very short period of time, which created a little bit of a mess. But luckily we had a great team. It was 3 o'clock in the morning when I got the phone call from one of our local officers stating he was witnessing water running across the road. I came from my house and realized we had a pretty big situation on our hands. I immediately dispatched our team and we discovered that we had a pretty significant water leak on our to deal with, and so we isolated the situation and did what we had to do and got service restored by 9 o'clock that evening and made sure we had all the purities and stuff taken care of, which thankfully, according to the Department of Health, with the break that we did experience, we were not required to have the citizens boil their water. It was a type 2 break, which meant we did not lose pressure throughout our system. So thankfully that happened. We only had 10 customers that went fully without water for the duration of the shutdown. But our City Hall staff realized that and they immediately went to Safeway, grabbed cases of drinking water and distributed them to them home so they at least had drinking water. But we had all hands on deck. The mayor even showed up and jumped in the ditch with us and lent a hand and some ideas on his thoughts throughout the process. But I just want to give a shout out to the team, to William LaRue and his crew up at the water treatment plant, and especially Scott over in South Cle Elum, Scott McKenzie. He showed up and spent all day with us. He got here probably right around 4 in the morning. So we all had a pretty long day. It was hot that day as well. But thankful for the team that we had. We were able to get everything put back together and service restored.
Awesome. Do we know why it happened?
There's no exact reason why. With the aging infrastructure that we do have here in Cle Elum, unfortunately this is something that did happen, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit more. We are in the process of evaluating our infrastructure, both water and sewer, That's one of the reasons why you don't see a lot of the major repairs done on some of the road surfaces, is we want to determine what the infrastructure underneath, what condition it is in. We don't want to resurface a street and then have this happen again. That's kind of a waste of money. So we want to make sure that we're figuring out what our infrastructure shape is, how much life we figure we have left, then we'll start doing some other infrastructure repairs as far as streets, curbs and gutters and that type of stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, it was kind of an oddly shaped pipe.
It was an AC pipe. It was the size is a little bit. That pipe itself is obsolete. They don't manufacture it anymore. So it's a little bit of a challenge for us to find the materials to do the repair. Luckily, we have some great suppliers we work with, and one of our teammates, Bubba Simplot, he actually called out to our supplier, and they went on the mad dash of scrambling to try to find the infrastructure pieces we needed. We actually had to send our mechanic, Eric Giadroni. He ran over to Wenatchee to actually pick up the pipe. Scott McKenzie, like I said, he was on hand, and he actually ran to Yakima and Pasco to pick up some parts, and then I personally ran to Marysville and Bothell to pick up the remaining parts and pieces. So again, you know, the team all pulled together and we did what had to be done to make sure that we could get service restored to the city.
Statewide effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's back fully functional.
It's back fully functional. We're hoping to soon, it did, because of the amount of water it actually did, as you can hear by the trailers and cars going by, it created a couple of speed bumps that we're working right now to get those repaired and get everything completely back to the way it was.
So the road kind of lifted up a little bit.
And thankfully, as the subsurface dried, it actually settled some. During when the break originally happened, it actually created a couple of pretty good bubbles, and that's one of the reasons why we had the traffic detour in place. For the citizens that came by and seen that little adjustment in the roadway, that's why we had to do it. There was a couple of good speed bumps that could have caused an accident or so.
Have those smoothed out a little bit, and they're going to require further smoothing?
Yes, we're going to actually have to saw cut out and reset, subgrade, and repave some of this approach out here.
Any time frame on that?
No, because this is a state highway, I also have to work with DOT and get them involved as well. So the approach here where we're standing at Stafford, so actually Stafford Street, we could get that taken care of ourselves. But in the interest of saving money, we're going to combine the two and work with DOT and do it all at one time.
Sounds like a good plan.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike Englehart, for that awesome interview, and keep up the great work right there. City of Cle Elum is definitely happy to have a public works director like Mike Englehart. That break happened early in the morning, and they had it fixed by that afternoon, which was pretty amazing. They had to go all over the state to find those parts, and just imagine if that happened anywhere else, how long that might have taken.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of work ahead of them, but Mike Englehart and the rest of the crew
got it done. So
keep up the great work. And we have another story with Mike Englehart later on in Civic News.
But first, we want to remind all the kids out there that there is a special lunch program taking place by Cole. Locations are as follows. The Ronald Center, which is behind the P.O. building in Ronald. The Roslyn Presbyterian Church, the Cle Elum Community Church, and the Cle Elum Alliance Church. If you have any questions, please call Bob Bunch at 206-794-1669.
Great things are happening. Also great things are happening too. All these local churches are putting on summer kids camp. And Maverick got to attend the one at the Episcopal Church this last week, and it was awesome. They had a little play afterwards where they sang on the Friday when they all wrapped up, and all these arts and crafts. And they had so much fun at the Episcopal Church summer camp. But also the CMA is hosting one. The Presbyterian Church, they hosted one. Everybody is getting on board with these summer camps. So please get your kid involved with these summer camps. Get him to meet a new friend or just be involved. Mav had a lot of fun, and he got to enjoy meeting some new friends too. So I gotta say, great job to all the local churches putting on these summer camps this year.
Very cool things happening.
Yeah.
At this time, we're going to take a quick commercial break and get a word from our sponsors.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
If you live in the Upper Kittitas County, stop by Inland Networks in Roslyn. We offer high-speed internet, cable TV, and telephone service, all powered by fiber optics. Talk with our friendly customer service representatives today to get started. Our service technicians are available for quick installation with great customer service. So give Inland Networks a call at 509-649-2211 or stop by our office at 103 South 2nd Street in Roslyn and get connected today. Inland Networks, your hometown connection.
Parents or guardians are the greatest influence in their child's life. The Cascade Prevention Coalition wants to help you talk to your children about not using drugs or alcohol. Make conversations about drugs and alcohol a regular part of your child's life. Ask questions to learn more about what they are experiencing. Remind them about your expectations and let them know they can talk to you. This is easier when you keep the lines of communication open. For more information about how to talk to your child, please visit starttalkingnow.org or contact Cascade Prevention Coalition at 509-649-4857.
Welcome back to this week's edition of NTV Weekly. It is the 1st of August, 2019. I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
And I'm Nolan Weiss. Welcome back to this jam-packed news. It has been such an awesome week this last week, saying goodbye to July with the roundup and all the other festivities that happened. And now we are on to August, which is going to be a hot, sunny one with so many things to happen. And then to end it off with Labor Day weekend. Cannot wait for that. Big parades and fairs and all sorts of fun summer activities. But the number to always remind yourself is there's a lot of water out there and everybody likes to go hang out in the water when it's hot. So please though, make sure you have a life jacket if you're not a very good swimmer, or keep your eyes out on anybody else that's swimming out there, especially little ones.
And now moving on to
Civic News.
In Civic News this week, the Roslyn City Council met.
No, we didn't.
There you
That's
have
why
it.
it says no Civic News this week except for Mike Englehart.
There you go.
Well, so we're going to talk with Mike Englehart from the City of Cleon, the Public Works Director once again, and he's going to let us know what's going on Swimming Pool Hill on 2nd Street and that intersection going towards 1st Street, going towards Safeway. I'm not really sure. Powell?
Power.
Power Street?
Mm-hmm. Power Avenue.
And Power Avenue. I didn't know that.
Yep.
So I'm Mike, your Public Works Director here at the City of Cle Elum, and we're at the corner of 2nd and Pine Street looking at our new sidewalk project that's going in. The objective of this project is to increase public safety and pedestrian safety. We know that a lot of people enjoy the city park. One of the things we're doing is adding a new sidewalk, a new storm sewer system, and moving the sidewalk into the park out down to 1st Street with a rapid flashing beacon to help pedestrians safely cross over to the McDonald's area, and then another flashing beacon as well up by the motel to get pedestrians safely across to the Safeway store. So appreciate everybody's patience while this project's going on. They're right on schedule. We're shooting to have most of the project completed and the roads back open by August 9th. We do have a little bit of a supply issue with the rapid flashing beacon, but the bases will be poured, and as soon as those supplies are available, the beacons will be installed and everything should be cleaned up and ready for service.
Awesome, and this will be a little bit of a unique sidewalk with it kind of veers to the left and maintains the trees though.
Yeah, so when we designed it, one of the things that we're known for here in Cle Elum is all of our trees and the beautiful scenery. So we strategically designed the sidewalk to kind of fall into the park and parallel the trees along Pine Street there to preserve the trees. It's elevated up just a little to preserve the root structure of the trees, to not harm the trees, so that we could save what is known as City Park.
And the horseshoes.
And the horseshoe pit. We got to save the horseshoe pit. Thank everyone for your support and understanding during this project, and we look forward to seeing the completion.
Correction, Pine Avenue.
Pine Street.
Oh, street. Correction, Pine Street.
Thank you so much, Mike Englehart. And again, the crews that are putting this together, a sidewalk on Pine Street in 2nd. That is awesome. And
Who would have thought?
Yeah. And it's just going to make so much easier of a commute for travelers on foot to get from 2nd Street all the way to Safeway and up there. So awesome job right there. Crews at City of Cle Elum thinking, and I guess the administration thinking outside the box.
That they are.
Or inside the box.
But that wraps it up for Civic News.
That is Civic News, yeah, because we are on the 5th week of July, so no City Council meetings met, but we will have South Cle Elum City Council there the first Tuesday of each month, and they will be on our next week's news.
Pull out your calendars, because this is what's going to be on our news in a couple of weeks to come. On August 2nd through the 3rd, the Roslyn Art Fest in downtown Roslyn is going to be taking place. This is a Friday and Saturday. The Friday night street dance will also be held in downtown Roslyn. Saturday, the Tri-8 stations and street music. For more information, you can go to roslynartfestival.org.
On August 3rd, the Neil Diamond Tribute Show with the Sherry Sherry Band is happening on Saturday, August 3rd at the Cle Elum Eagles. The show is only $20, and for dinner, it's $35 and the show. Dinner's at 7 p.m., baked chicken dinner, and so much more. Show is at 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at the Cle Elum Eagles for the Neil Diamond Tribute Band with the Sherry Sherry Band.
On August 6th, the Cle Elum Police Department is going to be hosting the 2019 National Night Out. This is going to be held at the Y Park. The National Night Out is a national event which occurs annually on the first Tuesday of August, and it's an annual community building event that promotes first responder community partnerships and making our neighborhoods safer. Night Out enhances the relationships between neighbors and first responders while bringing back a true sense of community. Furthermore, it provides great opportunity to bring first responders and neighborhoods together under the positive circumstances. The Y Park is located at the 300 block West 1st Street in Cle Elum. We plan on starting at 5 p.m. Scheduled to participate is the Cle Elum Police Department, Upper Kittitas County Medic 1, Roslyn Fire Department, and the United States Forest Service, with a possible special appearance by Smokey the Bear, who's celebrating his 75th anniversary of preventing wildfires. He is getting old.
On August 12th, the Proceed Meteor Shower is happening at the Wild Horse Wind Facility. This is going to be an awesome time, Monday, August 12th from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Kids activities from 7:30 to 9:30. Twilight Turbine Tour is 7:30 to 8 p.m. and stargazing from 9:30 to 12 a.m. Sunset is at 8:20, so please arrive no later than 9 p.m. and park with your headlights facing away from the building. This is going to be an awesome time to experience the meteor shower that's happening August 12th. And I was sitting outside my deck this last week because I saw this really bright meteor go across the sky, and I was like, oh, it's the meteor shower. I saw about 3 meteors or comets, but it wasn't going on because it wasn't the 12th.
Yep, no.
It was the 29th of July.
I saw a bunch too.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
There's a lot of activity going on right now in outer space.
Yes, there is. On August 24th, the Starry Skies over Kittitas Valley is going to be taking place. This is Saturday, and it's going to be starting at 9:30 p.m. and going to 10:45 p.m. Take a cosmic voyage with ranger naturalist Emily Jacobs as you lay beneath the stars at the Wild Horse Park. During the Naked Eye Stargazing experience, you'll learn about the heavens, the moon, the Milky Way galaxy, meteors, constellations, comets, and so much more, including folklore. It's great for all ages. You can RSVP to wildhorse@psc.com. Space is limited. There are 2 more dates available, such as August 24th at 9 p.m., and that's it. Once again, this is going to be held on August 24th at 9 p.m. The Wild Horse Renewable Energy Center is going to be at 25905 Vantage Highway, Ellensburg. For more information, you can call 509-964-7815.
And like we were talking about, it's the ending of August, and the beginning of September is Labor Day weekend, and that is an awesome time where we will have the festivities for Roslyn. We'll have the crowning of the King Cole, the parade. We'll also have the log show that will be happening all in Roslyn. So make sure to get that on your calendar. Get the night stay wherever you need to in the Upper Kittitas County, and then also they'll be having the rodeo down in Ellensburg.
Yes, they will.
So much stuff to end the summer. It's like a good movie every single year here. You go through the whole school year, you go through an amazing summer, and then to end it with the carnival and the rodeo and all that. That's kind of like
the blowout.
My new year.
Oh yeah.
For the new year.
You think so?
It's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Stranger Things kind of ended.
Terribly.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but they ended with the Kitty Cat Carnival at the very end.
It was very bad.
So, good things are happening.
Birthdays, such as birthdays. We'd like to wish some people a very happy birthday on July 31st. Happy birthday to Juliana Redlawn and Tia Simone.
On August 1st, happy birthday Brandon Hill, Scott Fisher, and Kim Riley.
On August 2nd, happy birthday to Brandon DeVere, Steve Singer, Floyd Rogalski, and, of course, Brandon DeVere.
On August 3rd, happy birthday, Chris Bolero.
August 4th, happy birthday to Robert Fudaz and Toby Hart.
On August 6th, we've been talking about him. This news is pretty much dedicated to him. Happy birthday to Desi or Mike Englehart and Jessica London.
Having their birthdays on the very same day.
Together.
And being so much in love. Yeah.
So thank you once again, Mike Englehart, the rest of the Cleon crew. Jeff's dropping his phone. Hopefully he didn't break it.
I gotta take this.
Oh, I'm Nolan Weiss.
I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
Couple local boys. He's getting married in a week. That's why. Adios, amigos. Have a great day, night, evening. Whenever you see us, make sure to say hi. She's been found guilty by nine jurors. Sorry, thank you, Jeff. That said that she has that she.
So boring that we can't even get it out of our mouths. Power
Street.
Mm-hmm. Power Avenue.
And Power Avenue. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Let me look that. I don't got my phone on me.
Pretty sure it is.
Pine Street.
Pine. I know it was P. Power's the other one then. It goes Pine to Power. Correction. Pine Avenue.
Pine Street.
Oh, street. Correction. Pine Street. On August 6th, the Cleveland Police Department is going to be hosting a 2019 National Night Out on Tuesday, August 6th. Hello? 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 What the hell? On August 6th, the Cleveland Police Department annual community building event that promotes first responder
On August 12th, the Preside.
There are 2 more dates available, such as August 24th at 9 p.m., and that's it. Take the 2 more dates available out. On August 26th...
No,
wait, what is
August 2nd.
July 26th? What?
August 2nd.
That's supposed to be August 2nd?
I think so.
We'll just take them out. On August 3rd, happy birthday to Chris Bolero.
Just say it in case it is right.
And they're watching.
Yeah.
On August 2nd, happy birthday to Brandon DeVere, Steve Singer, Floyd Rogalski, and, of course, Brandon DeVere.